Welcome to the MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. My name's Sean. I run MailleWerX.com, where you can find all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs. Where you can find all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs, or where you can meet all of your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs, where you can something. There's clothes there and accessories. Go find something you like. How is everyone tonight? How are you doing? How's your Monday? Hope everyone got started okay. It's been an interesting week. Pardon me while I take my clothes off. Alrighty. There we go. So, let's see here. I'm gonna get started on Jelly Cube. I'm tired of, not tired. I just want to do something different for tonight. And I've had these rings sitting here and I've wanted to work on this for a hot minute. Did one of these last year. I think it was last year. You have now officially destroyed the battery cradle on one of your lightsabers. I'm going to guess that's bad. But congratulations? I don't know. Is it a good thing to have done this? Like, by having destroyed it, did you level up somehow? No light, just a heavy hilt? Is it one of those things that's bound to happen no matter what you do? Lightsabers. All right. Hey Barb, how you doing? Hey Kevin. Thanks for liking the watch band you built. Yeah, it looked good. Looked good. The number of times you dropped the thing, it was inevitable. Okay. So it's not quite like leveling up, but it's like a threshold you've crossed, right? Because like now you have to replace the battery cradle. Grumpy, but thanks for asking. Oh. I'm sorry you're grumpy. Maybe a little jelly cube work will boost your spirits. I'm not grumpy, but I was irritated today. Irritated and irritable and... Alright. Now you need to find someone who knows how to solder. Huh. In order to fix it, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. That's okay. That's what you're hoping in time with us? Oh, well, I hope that we can help cheer you up a little bit. Come on. I wasn't grumpy today, but I sure did get irritated. So here's a massive hug, Barb, to alleviate the grumps. There you go. Okay, I gotta focus here for a second. The last time I did this, I remember Those should be the right two. I remember it being very sketchy at first. Getting this first layer set up. And then after that, it was fairly simple to add on as we went along. Okay, I think I got it. So let's see here. Let's see if something I was working on earlier finally came through. No. Okay. So probably in my notification somewhere is an explanation from Google as to why my app didn't upload. And it's probably just because I did something wrong, so I'll get to work on that more tomorrow. Yay me! And then once I have it uploaded to Google, I'll upload it to Apple, which will probably take another 2 days, but whatever. It's all just stuff that has to be done. You got to do it correctly. Of the two, Apple is far more finicky about what type of apps you can put in their app store. They're beyond borderline. They're beyond ridiculous, right? They're at the point of absurdity. So that'll take me at least 2 days, the rest of the week. And then I've got an appointment on Friday. That'll be the end of my work week. Hey, Gecko Gangster, how you doing? Got one person over on Twitch. I keep forgetting to try and set up that multi-stream chat. I think that in order to use it, people have to be on Twitch. I don't know. And then Twitch would pull in the comments from Facebook. I'm doing okay. Starting a new project tonight. Just because I just want a smaller project than these enormous 100-hour projects I have sitting here next to me. Did I finish the model of the one I was working on? Do you have any recollection of what I was working on? I was working on a big inlay that says Finnegan's on it. The green and yellow and orange. No, I have not finished that, but I did just get in some black rings for it to finish doing the outline of all the gold scroll work. And then there. So I've got all the black in the areas where the yellow scroll work crosses itself. Excuse me. And then I've got to finish outlining all of these longer areas. So that's where I'm at on that. Once I get all the black filled in, all the gold was taken out, the yellow was placed in here, some of the black was placed in. I just got to finish doing that, and then I can get started back on making it, on finishing it. So, but I just got those black rings in today to do that, and I'm gonna have a very busy week, so we'll see. made myself a little square and then a bunch of little squares around it. Oh, I screwed up. Of course I did. Yeah, so my Monday consisted of me fighting with Google trying to get everything set up for the app to be published. So I got that done. And I've been waiting all day for it to upload. And it hasn't uploaded, and you can't go to the Google Play Store and download it for some reason. So I'm assuming that they kicked it back, which just means that I need to go in and explain to them. I gotta add a few instructions for them, and then hopefully it'll be good to go. But then I realized that on the MailleWerX website, right, needs some SEO work done. Some search engine optimization. I was looking into it and I was digging into it, and I realized very quickly that it would take me far too long to learn how to do it correctly. And so despite wishing this wasn't the case, that I was going to have to hire someone to come in and optimize my store and make sure that it's set up correctly and correct any mistakes I've done over the past couple of years. So send them instructions that say publish the damn app already. Yeah, no, I mean I'm excited. So here we are 3 weeks since I was last employed, and I've got an app up on Google. So I'm pretty happy about that. And who knows, maybe they don't need instructions, maybe they just need some time to get it uploaded. I don't know what's going on over there. Good. Yeah. So I realized that when it came to SEO, I am over my head by a lot. Not like a little bit. It's always been something I struggled with. And as I delved deeper and deeper, I realized how much I didn't understand as far as what's what. And like what meta tags need to go on the images, and just all kinds of stuff that I need to get back to a point where I am designing stuff, not doing computer stuff. Computer stuff is important, but other people can do that. I do the designing of stuff, and you know, that's my job. So I need to get back to a point where I can do that, because the store has been neglected, frankly, and it's, you know, suffering because of that. So I get to go and hire someone and pay to have that done. And hopefully they will do an excellent job and get all the stuff on my website straightened out. And then I realized that there are with the interviews, right? Once we start talking to other people, I want that separate from my store and from the app and all that. I want it separated by a factor of 1 at least. I want them to be 2 separate entities. And I realized that I don't know WordPress at all. And so getting that second website built out is not just a, what do you call it? It's not just a matter of getting it set up. It would be learning how to set it all up and make sure it's set up correctly, right? So again, therein lies a problem where something needs to be done. I don't necessarily have the time for it. So I think I'm going to be hiring a developer for that one too. Which I have been in a fortunate position as of since I lost my job. So I can do that. I can do it right now. All right, Barb, have a good night. Hope you feel better. It's like, I just thought you went to WordPress, you looked at some themes, you know, you get a commerce plugin, but apparently you go to WordPress.org to use it for free, or you go to WordPress.com and you can subscribe. You've never really had mail closer objects or how it feels to have one. They're very tactile. They're very fun. What I'm making right now is a jelly cube, and they're really cool with just the way they move. Only problem is you don't have the money to buy it. You're too young to work. Too young to work, huh? Yup. That'll change. One day you'll have adult money. And if you can't buy it, there are plenty of ways to learn how to make it. In fact, the app I'm talking about is just for, well, it's for people who have been doing this for a long time. People have a new interest in it. There is an aspect of the app that is a resource for new people. So if you're crafty, there's a list of suppliers in the app that will be in my bio on my Twitch stream as soon as it's up. A list of suppliers, a list of tutorials, and I've got to make a list of tools. I haven't done that yet. And while rings aren't cheap, they're not necessarily expensive either, and a lot of times you can make your own. That's since my app isn't up and running and no one can download it yet, I would recommend going to the Facebook Chainmail page. They have a file section that's chock full of resources. And there's a whole bunch of chainmail artists in there that can help you with any questions you have. If you're so inclined as to pick up a pair of pliers and make some stuff. Because I enjoy owning other people's chainmail work, and it's a goal of mine to own more of it, right? But I also have a very large collection that I've made myself. So it's nice to have both, I think. And then once the app is actually up, I have to go back and the way things are laid out, I don't like it. I need to make it look prettier, but I want to talk to the artists and have them give me a blurb that I can post above the link to their website. I want to write a little bit about each supplier. All good things. Because right now it's just bars of links and it doesn't look good. But we'll get there. Did anyone else see the raffle for the Chainmail Dragon? I think Wayward and Whimsical is raffling one of their big dragons. Speaking of owning other people's work, I think spots are like 25 bucks. Yeah, so Amanda Sanford from Wayward and Whimsical is raffling off one of her big dragons for 25 bucks a spot. I have not got into the raffle yet. That would be a cool piece to own. Oh, man. Anyway. It's one thing to own, I don't know, just like it's one thing to make something common, it's one thing to make something uncommon. And getting a chance to own someone else's uncommon work, though she makes primarily dragons, I think. There's still, you know, there's not a ton of chainmail dragons out there, so what else is going on in the chainmail world? I don't know. I've been on a screen, on my laptop screen. I was not paying attention to what was going on the socials. I was trying to do legitimate work. Well, like, as legitimate as you can get for a one-man show down in his basement. I mean, one day it'll bring in money, theoretically, right? Hopefully sooner rather than later. But it's not like I'm going to the office or anything. I just was involved in doing my thing down here. Did not have time to... Did not have much time to spend. Alright, did I get all those? Are all those correct? On to layer 2. So, and it's kind of annoying when I don't get to go and see everybody's stuff. Oh man, I forget the name of the person that made the giant D20. Hey Chip, how you doing? That is the D20 is one of the cooler pieces I've seen in a while. One day, when I get through all of these rings, I will get to make cool projects like that. Well, I get to attempt cool projects like that. Doing okay, a bit tired, but you're good. Good to hear. Good to hear. I usually find that, yeah, I get a little tired around dinner time. And sometimes I don't feel like I like streaming. And then I get down here and I start working and I always feel better, you know? Yeah, I think Barb went to bed.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
I always feel better once I get down here and start working. Because for the past 3 weeks I have not spent my time making chainmail during the day. And it's tempting, because all my stuff is right here. I have been diligently working. Was a show all weekend? You were at a show all weekend? Was it great? We sold 4 titanium bracelets and half Persian stainless to the same lady. Nice. Uh-oh, something fell upstairs. sold 816 SWG full Persian with dragon heads and snake heads. Nice. Congratulations on your sales. May you have many more. Alright, this music's throwing me off. I don't dislike it, but the jerky stop and go keeps interrupting my thought process. Alright. Yeah, I would love to do shows again. It's going to be a while before that happens, you know. Yeah, music was getting annoying for you too? Yeah. I had some family members over and we had some corned beef and cabbage and just kind of lazed around on Sunday. Didn't get any work done, just, you know, hung out with the family. We won't see them again until Easter, so. Come on. Nice, love a bit of corned beef, yeah. This year's was really good. And then tonight we had Reuben sandwiches, and those were really good. So the corned beef is almost gone. It's hard to lose weight when you're the only one who eats leftovers in the house, or the primary one that eats leftovers in the house, and you have big parties where a ton of food is cooked. Using inverted grip to do the cube. I use an inverted grip in my left hand 99.9% of the time. Don't ask me why. It is how I started, how I figured out how to hold the pliers when I first started making chainmail. And I've continued with it for forever. "25 years ago, there was no one to tell me any different." So, I don't know if it's more beneficial to hold them this way or another way, but I had so much muscle memory built up holding them this way that trying to switch it over to this, I can barely function like this. And then I can't see the ring either, so I I don't know how anyone else does that. There you go. All right. Find it confusing for your brain, but then you weave an odd way yourself? Yeah. Whatever works for you. Your left hand is fixed in one position and I only use your right for everything? Yeah. I've seen people do that. Do you have any like object that you want to make a male version of that I didn't do? Do you have any objects that you want to make a male version of that I didn't do? You mean like, is there something that I wanted to make out of chainmail that I didn't or couldn't do? Hey Rick, how you doing? Yeah, there's plenty of stuff I've tried that I've never been able to do. Oh, like something I've never tried? I've never tried a chainmail dragon. Or a D20 chainmail cube, if I'm being honest. What have I failed at? Well, right now I've got. Oh, my allergies are killing me. Sorry, guys. I've got a table over here that way, chock full of projects that they kind of work, but they need improvement. Oh, man. So I wouldn't call them failures per se. I did try to make my second bikini that I tried to make failed miserably. But some. But things that I haven't tried. There is a lot of sculptural chainmail out there that I haven't tried. One of the viewers on Facebook makes chainmail ducks and other sculptural things, and that aspect of chainmail has eluded me. But for the most part, you know, it's sheets of chainmail or chains of chainmail, and you just kind of figure out how you want to put it together. Work weave was a failure for you. It got rage thrown across the room. I did try to do Moorish roses the other day on stream. That was a complete failure, because I was trying to look at the tutorial and talk and figure it all out, and it just was not happening. I haven't been back, and also I don't know if I had the right ring size. I thought I did, but I might not have. So I was not able to do Moorish Rose. I'm sure once I get it, like all the other weaves, it'll become really simple, but I've never done it before, so. And then, of course, I'm sure I tried stuff when I was, you know, less experienced that didn't work out. But most of the stuff that I've worked on always gets reworked until it works. I don't have anything laying around that isn't going to be made into something. Just that what it ends up being may not be what I originally intended. All right, Gecko Gangster, you have a good night. Yes, go to school. Get good grades. Study hard. I will see you next time. And thank you. More shows, Elisa Ellis specialty? Yeah, no, that... See, like, there's me, and I do okay in my projects. I don't have my light on. Is that better? Now you can see my shining face. And you know, I have some experience. I've been doing this for a while. I'm not new. I have wisdom to pass down. And I can point people in the right direction on some stuff. I'm not an expert, but, you know, I manage. And then there's Lisa Ellis. And her giant Moorish Rose Starry Night Inlay, which just blows my mind. And now she's got another one she's working on that's pretty mind-blowing too. Finally got Moorish by using colored rings and matching colors across. First one looked awful, but helped you learn it. Yeah. User tutorial for spined elf weave. I've never tried spined elf weave. Her video made it so easy. That's good. Her videos are linked in the app, and I did have everyone's permission when I started this project. I did speak with everyone about listing them in there, right? Some people may have changed their minds since I began this project. I don't know. And then I'm going to make it open to add as many people as I can. But the tutorials that I have listed aren't mine. So I did have to go around and get permission from everyone to include them. And it's just a link to the tutorial. Right, it's not, there's no paid stuff in there, you know. Oh, come on. All right. How am I getting on with what? The app? It's, oh, okay, you weren't here at the beginning. So, it's been uploaded to Google, and as soon as Google approves it, I don't know what else I need to do for them. Then they either need me to go in and clarify something for them, or I am just waiting for them to process it, so. it should be up, and I should have everything polished and looking decent by the end of the week. So, but then I have an appointment that's an hour and a half away at the end of the week. That's going to suck up my Friday. Oh yeah, I will be posting it all over the place once it's up and ready to go, and I'm comfortable with how it's finished. I will be shouting about that thing for as long as my website is up. My foot. So, and you know, it's a helpful resource for getting people into Chainmail who just started, or helping people in Chainmail who just started. Alright. It's 4 layers. Yeah, so the way the supplier tutorials and artists are listed inside the app, I want to make that look a little bit better. There's a list of tools that has to be added. And it was one of those things that I couldn't do until after the app was set up. And then other than that, right, I mean, it's 95% complete. And once that's up, start working on the website for having people on the stream and interviewing them, kind of branching out of Chainmail with that. There's a guy here in Kenosha named Paul. He makes Hollywood-style movie masks. They're really detailed. So I'd love to sit and chat with him for an hour. You know, and just other people do interesting things, and whereas I enjoy getting the word out about Chainmail, the opportunity to speak with other creators, I think would help me do that, you know? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just completely off base and out of my mind. We're gonna see how it goes. Or at least I am. I wanted to start doing interviews a couple months ago, but I just wanted to get things set up a little bit better on my stream. Alright, Chip, have a good one. No pun intended. Couple of pics with your snake and dragon clasps. Very nice. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and so we'll stream some chainmail, we'll stream some interviews, and we'll see where that takes us. And hopefully, you know, it gets bigger and better, and spread the good word of chainmail that way. But yeah, I'm ready to be done with like apps and websites and stuff and just start working, you know? That's all I want to be doing. My job is to design and make chainmail. It's not to sit and pore over things that I don't know about or understand, and delve into hours and hours of research. All right, night, Chip. Have a good one. Yeah, I think Peg's still on here. I don't know. Oh my gosh. So I need to get that stuff wrapped up here fairly quickly because spending hours and hours on it, poring over it, you know, so it's frustrating because I don't know what I'm doing, and it takes a long time for me to figure out what's what. And then with things like search engine optimization, there's so many people out there with so many different opinions on what works best and, you know, what's the best way to do this and that, and like, who do you even listen to, you know? It's annoying. I need to get it all done so that I can do cooler things. Come on. Alright. Has anybody got family down in Texas? Not a lot. lot of people down there are hurting right now. Apparently like 9 tornadoes hit Round Rock, Texas tonight. I used to live about an hour south of there. But Round Rock's a little bit north of Austin, so maybe an hour and a half from there. Drove through it on my way to Dallas, whenever I went up to Dallas. I know of one person on my friends list who has had a tornado touchdown real close to her, but someone posted about their life being, I don't know, destroyed right before them. So I think maybe they got hit, but there wasn't any more information on that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. We need to go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to go to 7. All right. So QB. All right. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. We are at exactly an hour. We got 5 rows done on this, which I'm pretty happy about. It's a good start to just something else to work on. It has a lot of rings, but not nearly as many rings as the inlay or the full Persian chain that I'm making 30 feet long for some reason. So maybe we'll do a little bit more work on this tomorrow. Maybe we'll work on the coif. I don't know. Depends on how the day goes, because tomorrow will either be really good or really bad. In the meantime, you guys be sure to check out MailleWerX.com for all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs. And you all have a wonderful evening. All right, I look forward to seeing you on the interwebs. Feel free to reach out at me. My email's on my website. My number's on my website. But, you know, you can just text me through Messenger or whatever if you need something or have any special requests. All right, you guys all have a wonderful evening. I will talk to you all later. Have a good night. Bye.